Greetings, my fellow gamers. It is I, Wraith King. Today we will be taking a look at a brand new character. Unfortunately, though, this past month has been extremely busy for me, and I haven't been able to take a look at pretty much any of the updates concerning Seven Knights, so it's been a while, is what I'm trying to say. I've been in this play, and they're having me play 2 parts, and it's kinda draining, but I am having a little bit of fun with it, I'm not gonna lie. It is kind of fun, but it really is kind of making it hard to upload videos, that is for certain. But I am going to try to at least review this new character, because I want to. I think I left a comment on the teaser video when she was announced, but I just never got around to actually reviewing her. So I apologize about that, my fellow gamers. I don't know if she came out yesterday, today, or even a few days ago, or at the beginning of the week. I just did not have the time to even think about Seven Knights. So I'm sorry about that, my fellow gamers. But alright, enough about me. Let's take a look at that new hero!
Sometimes tough, sometimes elegant. That's the beauty of the sea.
Her name is Terra, and she has a very specific playstyle that's a little odd, but I welcome it nonetheless. She has well, as you can see, she just has one active ability. Just one. But there's a lot more to her than that. Her passive ability, for example, for one hit, the damage received will not exceed 50% of her max HP, increases debuff resist rate by 50%, increases lethal rate by 60%, suffocates all enemies 5 times when using a skill. Suffocation inflicts damage equal to 10% of max HP whenever an action is taken by any hero. That in itself isn't that bad, but what's horrible is she does not have any shield, and that's not really that good. Especially for a mage. It's just not all that great. And she doesn't do a whole lot of damage either. It's not like she's like a really heavy burst damage dealer. But the damage isn't exactly what makes her first active so powerful. Inflicts 70% magic damage on all enemies 2 times. Removes shield from the target. Incapacitates the target. What this does is it blocks the target from surviving with 1 HP. As you guys know, a lot of heroes in the meta do that, and that is pretty powerful. Problem is, it doesn't do that much damage, and 9 times out of 10, it may not kill anyone. But this might be a decent hero for some builds, and I'll get into that in a minute. What this ability does is she transforms, and her first active skill is powered up, and she becomes immune to debuffs for 6 turns. But debuffs are going to be the least bit of her problem. There's already plenty of debuff resistance in the meta right now, especially with Amelia really starting to show how powerful she really can be. Not exactly too useful. Maybe if she became agile, or maybe she had a shield or something like that, then I would be like, yeah, okay, that's a pretty powerful awakening skill for her. But debuffs? That sounds like something a tank or a universal would have. I mean, yes, Amelia does have that and she's a mage, but it applies to the entire team. The entire team is immune to debuffs. This only applies to her. So what exactly is the point? That's what I'm trying to say here. It's not like she has a void shield and she can protect herself and then she can become a really resilient character. No, you have to actually give her a ring or something like that for her to be resilient. Now, okay, let's take a look at her item. At level 40, her awakening skill, that is what I wanted to see, right there. At level 40, she becomes agile on her awakening skill. And the best part about that is, if you find her, if you just happen to find her, I'm pretty sure she'll be able to get maxed up to 40 once you level her up to a 6-star. So that is really cool. I'm glad to see that. That's a really powerful effect to have on her awakening skill. I still don't think it's all that strong, but strong enough to where she will see some play. But alright, at stage 2, her skill cooldown is reduced by 20 seconds. Now that is pretty decent. it means that she can use her first active a little more frequently, and as I said before, it doesn't do too much damage, and being able to use it frequently is actually a good thing because you want to constantly use it so you can constantly deal damage with that, so eventually she might kill somebody. So that's actually pretty decent right there. At stage 3, become immune to critical hit damage, her passive. That actually isn't that bad. It's nothing to die for because there's a whole lot of weakness in the arena right now. There's a ton. I mean, there are some heroes that really just deal some serious critical damage. But since she's a mage, it won't take a lot of critical damage to actually take her down. It'll actually just take a few hits from either weakness. Even if it's blocked, it might end up killing her. So, saying that, that's not that powerful, but it definitely can be if you build a lot of max HP items on her. It can be kind of decent. Absolutely. Wait a minute! I didn't want to press that.
Here comes magical pure aqua!
Wait a minute. How old is she? That's better. My finger slipped and I didn't want to press her awakening ability yet, but it is cool that we do get to see it, and we at least get to see her first animation transform.
Already my turn? That's fine. I'll end it now. Ouch! Ouch! Ouch!
Whoa, that was awesome! Okay, that was cool. That was pretty cool.
I summon thee. Slash the wind and purify enemies! Ouch!
I'm getting some serious Sailor Moon vibes. Like, really. I wonder if she was inspired by Sailor Moon. But what does the other one do? We get to see it again.
Here comes magical pure aqua!
Alright, what does this do? It is a simple upgrade from what it looks like. It doesn't seem like it does much else besides just a little bit more damage, and that's a definite good thing with this ability. Alright. Oh, hi, Lag, where did you come from? But yeah, overall, she seems to be a pretty laid-back character. There's definitely a required setup for her to really work. Setup meaning you might want to have a mage team. I was going to tell you guys about this earlier. If you really want her to shine, you want to increase her damage output. You want this ability to hit a lot harder, so she'll actually end up one-shotting the characters that have that surviving with 1 HP thing, because then she's really going to be a meta-defining hero, because there are a lot of characters, mainly Sylvester. Yeah, I'm still calling him Sylvester because, come on, it's Sylvester. He's been Sylvester for years. When he was released on the Korean version, his name was Sylvester. It translated to Sylvester. On the Wikipedia page, it was Sylvester. So, I'm just gonna keep calling him that. But anyway, I'm getting off subject again, but hey, that's no surprise. You guys know I have the attention span of a squirrel. Anyway, what this does is it really counters Sylvester's passive ability. It's a very powerful counter to that. And since Sylvester is a big part of the meta right now, some very, very high-ranking players use him as a win condition. And she can counter him pretty well if you build her right. And I think the best way to build her is on a mage team, because as you guys know, there are a lot of mages that greatly increase magic damage. Greatly. And really, really synergize with having multiple mages on the team. That is why I think she would be an excellent addition to any mage team. Now, if you really want her to shine, I probably would build something similar to this one I have right here, because I have Rin, I have Dellins, and of course I have Sylvester. Sylvester is the character you want to counter, but the reason I'm putting him in there is because he's such a powerful DPS. It's a shame not to put him on your team. You really want to increase her total damage output, and that is why you want to include heroes like these. But anyways, that is all the time I have left for this video, my fellow gamers. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, I am terribly sorry I haven't been able to keep up with 7 Nights the way I have. It's just been a really busy month. But I do have some good news for you guys. I'm going to try my best to get this Wi-Fi fixed so I can actually upload some videos from my console, because I have several Warframe videos recorded, and I just pre-ordered Mortal Kombat 11 on my way home from the rehearsal just the other day, and that means I'll have access to Shao Kahn and all that great stuff. So I will be making some cool videos about Mortal Kombat and maybe even the story mode. I don't know, we'll have to see. But until then, my fellow gamers, take it easy for me. Remember to leave a like, comment, and please do subscribe. Take it easy for me, alright? Bye.